What is up, guys? ESL here, back with a brand new SPTS video. Now unfortunately we did not get the saving system working yet, so that won't be in today's video. But in today's video we will be doing the reputation system. So that means getting and losing reputation when you kill somebody, and you will gain or lose more reputation based on what status the person that you killed was, and we'll be changing statuses based on your reputation. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to need to do is actually go into our server scripts or our starter character scripts and our starter player script, powers local script. So for this, we'll need to change something with our energy punch so that it will basically make a creator tag, so that basically we can append it to the person that we killed or damaged, so that once the person that we killed or damaged will have another function that will basically just check who the creator tag, so basically who killed them. You'll see what I mean. It will all make sense in just 1 second. So the event is create powers. So let's go into our server script servers, and we have this create power script. So let's go into that and go down to our energy punch power. So right here, after we make our punch, or actually, how about after we damage the person? So after we damage the person, what we want to do is then make that creator tag I was talking about. So basically what we're going to do is the actual creator tag is an object value. So we'll do local tag is equal to instance.new object value. So basically an object value, it's like a string value or int value or number value or whatever. Except it will point to an object. So like this script is an object, a player, character, everything that you can see in this explorer is an object. So after we make that tag, what we want to do is set the tag's value equal to the player that shot the energy punch. So in this case it's just called player, because we take in our player over here when we call this function. So that will basically, the value of this tag will point to the player that shot the energy punch. So the next thing we're going to want to set is the tag's name, and we want it to be equal to creator, but it needs to be lowercase. So creator, and basically the parent of the tag is going to be the humanoid of the person that we damaged / possibly killed. So in this case it would be tag.parent is equal to hit.parent.humanoid right there. So once that's set, what we're going to want to do, the last thing we're going to want to do for this tag for right now is game : get service debris, and we want to do : add item, and we want to add the tag, 0.5. So basically this is going to destroy the tag after 0.5 seconds, so half a second. Alright, so now that's it for this create power script, hopefully, but this will still not work yet because we need to set something up in our starter character scripts. We'll add a new script, and this script will be called rep script. So in this rep script, what we're going to want to do is put a local char is equal to script.parent, and a local humanoid is equal to char : wait for child humanoid. So then what we're going to want to do is do humanoid : colon died, or not colon, humanoid dot died, colon connect, function. Alright, so basically this, whatever we put inside here, will run anytime our character dies. So what we're going to want to do is make a local tag variable and make it equal to humanoid colon find first child creator. And then we're going to check if there's a tag, so if there's this creator value in the humanoid, then what we're going to want to do is we can do local killer, or killer will be equal to player, or not player, tag dot value. So this should hopefully give us the player object of the person that kills us. So we'll just print out killer. So if we save this to Roblox, or save the file if you haven't done anything already, then we'll be able to test it now. Real quick, I just want to rename this other script that's in starter character script that we didn't rename to safe zone. Alright, so now what we're going to want to do, instead of doing our normal play, we're going to want to go to test and have a local server with at least 2 players and click start. So it's going to open this server tab, and it should open some client tabs here. As you see, we have 2 client tabs. So one of these, or we'll actually do this one, we'll just walk all the way outside of the safe zone. Don't know where it ends. We'll make something that will tell us if we're in safe zone later in this video. But so that right there, it's definitely out of the safe zone. So let's just get our energy punch by doing some quests. So real quick, let's just buy our multipliers. And we can do one more for psychic. So if we go here, then we have some strength. Alright, now we need some endurance. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed the leader stat so that I start with 100 strength because it takes a while to get there. So for this, let's just go back, and now I need 100 psychic. This is for the aura. Alright, there we go. And now I need 500 psychic. So I already have the energy punch, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Alright, so what we're going to want to do now is go try to kill this player. Let's go right here in front of him and just shoot it, and it killed him. So now we want to go check our server, and we're going to try to look for something that's printed from rep script. So there was nothing there, so let's go back into our rep script, and we're first of all just going to want to print a died, just so that we know. Then we're going to want to print the tag. Alright. So now when we save this to Roblox, hopefully it will work, or at least print stuff so that we know what's going on. So if we do start again and wait for our stuff to load, alright, so this server we want to put in full screen. And now we have our 2 client tabs again. So let's bring one out of the safe zone again. And then let's do the quests for this one. Let's just get our multipliers. Alright, and then let's just do this quest real quick. Alright, so now we have our endurance, now our psychic we did. Alright. So let's just do our psychic real quick. Alright, 99, 100, there we go. Alright, so now we have our energy punch thing. As you can see, we have it unlocked. And we have our aura. We just don't have our fly power because we didn't do that quest. I hope that this player is outside of the safe zone. Yes, he was. And let's check our server. So our server says nil. So that means that it did not find a creator, something called creator inside of the humanoid. So what we want to do is go into our server and click on this player, and we're going to want to have the Explorer open and go into its humanoid. So then what we're going to want to do, let's just manually just move him over to here. And then right here, let's actually, instead of bringing this guy's, the one that's about to die, his perspective, we broke our energy punch because we switched tabs. Alright. So let's clean this up real quick and we'll try this one more time. So what I actually want to do is first just go into our create power script and just check on everything. So what if we actually take all this stuff and just put it right after we damaged the player. So now, if we save this to Roblox, also I forgot we don't even need to do any quests because I think I made it so that we start with the energy punch anyways. Yes, I did. Alright, so, whoops, we did a normal play. We have to go to our test and start a local server. Note that if you have if you're doing this with like 2 people, this project, then you can also do a team test, like so that you can test it with the person you're making it with. Alright, so now hopefully this might work. Alright, so let's go over here. We already have our energy punch because we made it starts with that. Also, we made it start with 100 strength so that we're not super weak and that we can actually do damage. Except it's not right now. There we go. And then if we go to our server, we have die and then we have creator. Alright, so that means it actually worked. So yeah, that was the problem. It works. You see it says player 1, so that means that it worked. So if we go back here, everything's all cleaned up, and as you can see, it worked because it printed the value, so which is actually just the name in the output. It's just the name of the player that we killed. That killed us actually. So now that we have that, we can now just add or take reputation from that killer. So we'll have a local player variable up here, and this will be equal to game.players : get player from character char, and we'll do local what's it called, local we'll do local status is equal to game, or not game, is equal to player dot title, or player dot leader stats dot title. Yeah. So then we'll do a local statuses is equal to a new map or table, and we'll do innocent is equal to 1. We'll do savior is equal to 2, and we'll do superhero is equal to 5. Then we'll do outlaw is equal to 2, and super villain is equal to 5. So let me just take a break right here and explain everything. So we're in starter character script, so this script automatically gets moved into the character when the game starts, so the character is the script's parent. Then we get the humanoid from the character and store it in this humanoid variable. We get the player using this get player from character function that's in the game's player service, and we feed it our character. Next, we get the status value, also known as the title, so which could either be innocent, savior, superhero, outlaw, or supervillain. Then we make this statuses table or map, and we put every title or status that we can have, and we assign it a value. This value is what we're either going to add or subtract by. So if somebody kills an innocent, a savior, or a superhero, it will subtract the value. So 5 for superhero, 2 for savior, and 1 for innocent. But if somebody kills an outlaw, then it will add 2 to their reputation. If somebody kills a supervillain, it would add 5 to their reputation. Alright, so now let's make this happen. Let's now delete all those prints, and let's do it. So we're going to now check if the status dot value is not equal to outlaw, or status dot value is not equal to supervillain, then what we're gonna want to do is subtract. So first, before that if statement, we'll do local killer rep is equal to killer dot, let's just go in our leader stats and make sure it's like we did everything. So this is actually supposed to be dot status, not title, and reputation is not in leader stats. Okay, so we'll do killer dot reputation. Okay, let's just copy that and paste it here. Alright, so killer dot reputation. So then we'll do killer rep dot value minus equals the statuses at the status dot value, and then we'll do else. Then we just want to add, and this should hopefully work. So basically, if they don't kill a bad guy, then they want to lose reputation, but if they do kill a bad guy, then they want to gain reputation. Alright, so this should work for the gaining and losing rep. So let's just test this with 2 players once again. Alright, here comes the server. And here come our clients. Alright, so here's one client, here's the other client. Let's go out of the safe zone. And let's go to the other player. Alright, and let's kill this guy. Alright, there he goes. He died. And now if we check our stats, we have -1 reputation because he was an innocent. Alright, so that's all working well. So now we can clean this up and we can get started on changing our statuses based on our reputation. So what we're going to do is go into our leader stats, and down here, first of all, what we're going to want to do is copy this local statuses, and we're going to want to put that, here we can delete this, I don't know what that's there. We can put that right here, and then below that, well, first of all, we want to change outlaw to -2 and supervillain to -5. We want innocent to be 0, and we're actually going to change all these values. So savior will be 5, superhero will be 25, outlaw will be -5, and supervillain will be -25. Alright, so then what we're going to want to do after that is do a rep, right, it was that, yeah, rep.changed, :connect, function. So basically every time our reputation has changed, then we want to call this function. So every time our reputation is changed, we want to check which one of these values it is. So yeah, we'll do if rep dot value is equal to statuses dot innocent, then what we're going to want to do is change rep, or not necessarily change, so savior is going to be 1, outlaw is going to be -1. Alright, so rep.value is equal to, or not rep, the title, which references the status, is going to be equal to innocent as a string. Innocent. We'll do else if, let's just copy this, paste it here, and statuses.savior. Then what we're going to want to do is this time change title.value equal to savior. So, but for this we can't just do if it's equal to savior, so we have to do if rep.values greater than or equal to statuses.savior and rep.value is less than or equal to statuses.superhero, then it'll be savior. Alright, so let's just copy this, paste it. So if it's for this we can actually just keep it as if it's equal to, if rep.value is equal to statuses.superhero. Note that when we do statuses dot whatever, it's getting the value from these, so it's like, so if it's like if the reputation for savior, so if it's greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 25, that's what this line is checking. So then we're going to want to change this to superhero. Alright, so then what we can do is just paste this here, and then instead of statuses.savior, we want it to be statuses.outlaw, but this should be less than or equal to statuses.innocent. outlaw, but greater than or equal to statuses dot supervillain. Since the symbols have to be flipped since they are negative numbers. Then this will have to be changed to outlaw. Then we can just copy this instead, and we can paste it down here for the last time. If rep.value is equal to supervillain, then we wanted the title value to be supervillain. So if we save this to Roblox now, we should be good to go. Now the last thing I actually want to do is just go here. So we want to do local kill streak is equal to killer dot kill streak, and then we'll do kill streak is equal to or plus equals 1, and this will be killer kill streak and killer kill streak. And then what we're actually going to want to do is do killer local kill or local kill streak is equal to player dot leader stats dot kill streak, and then we'll want to, when they die, we're going to want to set kill streak equal to kill streak dot value equal to 0, and this should be killer dot leader stats dot or leader stats dot kill streak, and then this should be dot value. So then this first kill streak variable is the player that died kill streak. So when they die, we want to set that to 0. And then over here, this killer kill streak is the killer's kill streak, and we want to increment that by 1 since he just killed somebody. Alright, so now if we save this to Roblox, everything should work. So if we now test this, hopefully it's the last test that we need to be in 2 players for. So let's see. Alright, so we're in, and let's go here. Alright, and let's go there and hit him with the energy punch. Alright, so our kill streak is 0, our status is innocent, and now we killed him, and our reputation has not changed. Let's check in here. So we have an error. Kill streak is not a valid member of players.player2.leader stats. Alright, so let's clean this up real quick. Let's go into our leader stats. Kills, let's copy this kill streak. It is in leader stats. So let's go into rep script. Let's make sure, that's unfortunate. We put kill stake. Make that kill streak, and now it should work, and now hopefully it will actually be the last 2-player test. So yep, that was my bad, guys. Simple spelling mistake happens all the time when you're coding or scripting something. Instead of putting kill streak, we put kill stake, which I don't know what that means. So let's move over here once again for hopefully the final time in 2-player mode, because we will move in that direction once more when we make the GUI on screen that tells us if we're in the safe zone or not. So hopefully he dies. My reputation is -1, and my kill streak is 1, but my status is still innocent. So let's go to our server. Let's see, we don't have any errors, which is good, but it's kind of sad because it didn't work. So we want to a rep.change connect function. So it should have worked when we changed our reputation. We want to print rep.value. So let's save this. And we're going to have a few more tests. So, we can just get rid of this whole thing. Maybe this is what's making it not work. And we'll just, instead of this, we'll just do 0 if it's equal to 0. If it's equal to 5, or 1, or and less than 25. If it's equal to 25, or this should actually be greater than or equal to 25. This should be -1. This should be -25. And this should be less than or equal to -25. Alright, so let's save this one last time. And let's hopefully last test into player mode. Alright, here we are. Here's our other players. So let's just grab player 2. Let's bring this kid over here. Let's bring player 1 down there too. And then let's switch over here. Turn to this guy. And let's, oops, it went the wrong way. So yeah, as you see, the energy punch is a bit glitch. We will be switching that or fixing that hopefully in the later videos. But right now, nothing has happened at all. So what I want to check is in players, if player 1, the reputation, we need our properties tab. Our reputation's value is -1. So, it did change from 0, but it didn't print anything. It did not print anything or do what it should have. All our other changed functions have worked okay. So I know exactly what went wrong. This before this. Save to Roblox. Test 2 players. Alright, so this guy goes down here. Down here as well. Alright, and we're outlaw now. Alright, so I told you that's what it was, and that is because a while wait loop is going to be infinite, so it actually never got to this part of the script, so I never knew to actually put that changed function on it. Alright, so that was the last test we needed for our 2-player thing. So now let's quickly make this safe zone teller thing. So basically in our starter GUI, we'll do a new screen GUI. This will say safe zone GUI, I guess, and inside of it we'll just have a text label, and the background transparency will be 1. It will say safe zone, and it will be text scale to true. We want the size to be like 0.1, 0, 0.1, 0, and then we just want to make it like this big, make it like this big maybe, and then we're gonna want to then go to sources sans bold. Maybe we can find a different thing for this, different font. Alright, now this is what I want. Alright, I am doing this. This is the one that I'm gonna use. So then the color, what we're gonna want to do for the color is just make it yellow, I guess. I think we want it to be yellow. Alright, so yellow, or maybe more on the orange side. So maybe make it orange. Well, I guess, I put text row color. We want the text row color to be black. And we want it to have a 0 text stroke transparency. We want the text color to be orange. Alright, now that's kind of cool. Let's just maybe make it a little more yellowish. Alright, now this is nice. Alright, so, yeah. Let's just make this enabled to false. And then what we're gonna wanna do is go into starter player, starter character scripts, training zones. We're going to want to have under our player variable, what we're gonna want to do is do a local GUI is equal to player.player GUI dot safe zone GUI. So then we'll do this is training zones. Let's cut this out. I don't know why I went to training zones. We need to go to safe zone. Also under the player still, we'll delete that, and then true, when it's true, we're gonna want to do GUI dot enabled is equal to true, and then here it will be false. So if we save this and then we click play, alright, so I knew we did something wrong. I just want to go into our player. Alright, so we just called it the wrong thing. That's why so let's just, instead of this player GUI with capital GUI, it's just a capital G. I kind of thought it was, but I just did it anyways. So right now we have the safe zone text on top of our screen. And then if we go towards here, it is no longer on it. If we go back, it's on again. Alright, see, it stays on once we're in the safe zone. So right now I'm not in the safe zone, and now I am. Alright, so now this is helpful to know if we're in the safe zone. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video and this helped you out, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing helps me out a ton. We're trying to get 1K subscribers at least by the end of 2021. So it will really help me out a ton and get me a lot closer to that goal if you would just help out and press that subscribe button. Also, make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on the next video of this series, so that you can get one step closer to making your dream Roblox game. And I'll see you in the next video, guys.